Well, 19 years back, Arsenal went ahead, obviously knock out Real Madrid. I think it was was it the quarterfinals of semi-finals, quarterfinals, one of the two of I think it was the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. It was courtesy of that Thierry Henry goal that obviously went ahead to obviously see Arsenal knock out Real Madrid in Bernabeu. Remember, the first game ended 0-0, and at Bernabeu, Thierry Henry went ahead and obviously did what we call an individualistic, brilliant move, and went ahead obviously score that goal, and it ended 1-0. And the side of Madrid was knocked out. And now, next week, mid next week, Arsenal is going to be hosting Real Madrid first, and then Real Madrid will also pay a courtesy visit Arsenal also pay a visit to the side of Real Madrid, meaning that the first leg is happening in London and the second leg is happening in Madrid, as it was last time. And very many people are really having their own thoughts about this fixture, but I've also said, let me try to obviously figure it out what the players of Arsenal have to say, because players like Mikel Merino, when they were at the international duty, have come up and obviously had something to say, and I really found it very important for us to see to it that everything really comes on as planned. So welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and we're also going to be talking about Rich James, who has been really given his flowers by the manager of England, and that is really very important to note in here onto the Rokani Media Football. Now, Mikel Merino, while on international duty, was really asked some huge questions on Real Madrid facing Arsenal. He said it's a historical game for the club. It's true that Liverpool are a bit far away in the Premier League, but the Champions League is special. The injuries can't be an excuse, but the season also can't be explained without them. So that's what he has gone ahead obviously say. And obviously he came up and said the fact that I'm playing at centre forward, that wasn't the plan. Liverpool win practically every game. We've lost so many points, but that thing of changing the chip, we change it in the Champions League. We are confident. So he's like sending a warning to Real Madrid, and he's like telling them it's not yet done, and they're obviously gonna be really experiencing the wrath of us, especially the wrath for the people that really play for Arsenal. And he's like sending them a message that obviously when push comes to shove, he's like, we'll knock them out. That's the message he's trying to send, and that is Mikel Merino for you. And he says practically in the Champions League they change the chip and they're confident of face Real Madrid. And one of the things that I'm obviously going to be looking at a lot when it comes to really giving these people a lot of thoughts in there about the beautiful game of football that Arsenal is going to be taking on Real Madrid is all about the fact that the club known as Arsenal is really not in the best position to obviously take on Madrid, but even Madrid is not having that balance that you can come up and obviously talk about. But remember, their defense is really having problems. You can't tell me that Tchouaméni is at his best as he plays in the CDM. I think the strength of Real Madrid is all about their forward line. And Arsenal, if Saka returns, as it's rumored, that obviously going to be a variable even this weekend when Arsenal is taking on, is it Everton or Fulham, then it will obviously help him catch up fitness to obviously take on the side of Real Madrid. That is really very, very important, if at all you haven't gone ahead obviously noticed that. So, as it stands, the side of Arsenal is very confident, as Mikel Merino says. And for Mikel Merino, he comes in from a club that plays in Spain. He knows exactly what Real Madrid is. I know for very many years he has played at the Bernabeu, and he knows how the atmosphere is. And when you look at the players at Arsenal, I think the best players to best explain Real Madrid are Martin Odegaard and Mikel Merino. And why Mikel Merino in particular? Because for him, he has found himself in a position of being in Spain at Real Sociedad, and he has played against Real Madrid home and away, so he knows what it means playing Real Madrid home and then playing them away from home. So Mikel Merino is confident, and he says the players of Arsenal are ready to go, and they are ready to see to it that they obviously take it to the club of Real Madrid. And for Madrid, they are also like, we are going to knock you out. So I just can't wait to see how this really pans out. But Mikel Merino is confident, and he's one of those that went ahead to obviously score a goal that really kept them to obviously qualify for the semi-finals of the UEFA Nations League, you know, and they found themselves in a position of really having the second game also in a draw, and they went to penalties, you understand, and you saw to it that Spain won it by 5-4. So Mikel Merino was really very important and very pivotal into what they did, into that beautiful game of football. And I tell you what, he is really on fire to come and obviously represent Arsenal for that game that they're obviously going to be playing against Fulham, right? Arsenal is going to be hosting Fulham on the 1st of April. That is on Tuesday, you understand. Then Premier League is really changing a little bit, because on the 1st of April, it's going to be a Tuesday. They're obviously going to be hosting Fulham. Then Saturday, 5th April, they'll be playing away at Everton before they host Real Madrid on the 8th of Tuesday. And everyone is really looking towards that beautiful game of football. So, as it stands, I tell you, nothing is really going to be taken on a cheap fight. The fight is going to be huge, and Real Madrid is going to be coming all at Arsenal, and we'll be waiting to see what Arsenal responds back to the side of Real Madrid. But the fact is, Mikel Merino has also admitted that Arsenal is really having problems with its players. The injuries have gone ahead to affect them, especially into the forward line, but he says they are confident to take on this side. Now, let's go to the game of England. Yesterday, England went ahead to beat Latvia by 3-0. That means that England has won its two opening games of the World Cup qualifiers, and England is topping the group with 6 points. And I know they'll obviously go through because they're having Andorra, Serbia, Latvia, Albania, and I think the only hard team they have is Serbia, and I know they'll obviously try to beat them, and I know it's really going to be an easy qualification for the side of England. But the most important bit of it all is that Rich James, who never started in the game they played against Andorra, he came up and obviously scored a very beautiful free kick into that game, and it was the opening goal in the 38th minute. And him asked about the goal and the celebration, Rich James had the following to say: "Relaxed celebration, I was surprised it went in, but looking at the replay, it was probably tough for the goalkeeper to get there." And by the way, one of the hardest goals to score is a free kick. By the way, you can find a team scoring very, very, very many goals in in corners than they've gone ahead to score into what we call than they've scored in what we call the free kicks. You understand? Because a free kick is really hard to obviously get in. That's why people are really very, very, very shocked when free kicks go in, because it has like a 1% chance of going in and 90% chance of really not crossing the goal line. That's exactly what Rich James is talking about. Then his manager, who really managed him at the side of Chelsea, he goes by names of Thomas Tuchel, came up and told us that, "I know Rich James, the foot and the quality he has is amazing. He has every right to be proud and happy. He's in excellent shape. He looks sharp. The quality, there can't be any doubt." And for me, I 100% agree with the manager of England. I've already told you that the best right back in the Premier League would have gone ahead to be this guy, provided he was readily available every time he was called upon to obviously do the job. But injuries have gone ahead to obviously shrink his career and really hold it back. Something that a player like him wouldn't obviously want. You understand? So guys, thank you very much for watching through. This is Rokani David. Go into the comment section and tell me what your thoughts are about Merino sending Real Madrid a huge warning that Arsenal are really confident to face the side of Real Madrid. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. And what do you think about Rich James scoring that beautiful free kick? And even Harry Kane was on target because he went ahead obviously score his 71st goal for England in 105 games. It shows you how the guy is in the finest form of his life. I'm out.